Hi, I'm going to talk about a feature we call zero-touch import. This is the ability to pick up and use a .NET library out of the box, as if it was a normal node inside Dynamo. And there are no special tricks here, so it's worth noting that the zero-touch importer is the same mechanism that we use to load our geometry library, our Revit library, and our maths library. And all of the stuff you would expect from Dynamo is available, so run automatically is there, code block nodes are there, sliders are there. So as an example, I'm going to show the use of Dynamo to do some image processing. Now, Dynamo itself doesn't really have any nodes for image processing, but there's a bunch of C# that has been written by the folks over at aForge for consumption in other C# applications that do, and we can pick up that and use it within Dynamo. So let me show you what that looks like. So here is Dynamo, and first of all we do an import library. So we import the library from the aForge framework. And you see it appears in the library view here as a normal set of nodes. Okay. So importing a graph I created earlier that just picks up a file and displays it. And we can see this sunset through the clouds in Portland. Now, let's say that we decided we wanted to make that grayscale. Now, Dynamo doesn't have any nodes to make images grayscale, but if we look in this library from aForge, we find a filters tool and an apply node. And so we wire the image into this apply node. And somewhere in this library there is a grayscale node. So we drop that in, wire it up to some sliders, apply it, and feed it into another watch image node. And we run. And we can see the image is in grayscale but with a slightly weird artifact. So we can turn on run automatically and adjust the properties of the image just like we would do with any other entity in Dynamo by adjusting these sliders and seeing the results immediately being created. Okay, so that's one very basic example of the use of filters from this library. A couple of other very quick examples to show. One is I put together a basic workflow for crack detection. So here we take an image, we do some grayscaling, we do some level adjustment, and we feed it to an edge detection filter. And so you can see that it works picking out cracks. And a final example is that we can use it to build the first step in a pipeline that would be used to count the spines on hedgehogs. So the point really here is not so much the specific example usages. The point is that we're using Dynamo to connect together a set of functionality, in this case these filter apply nodes, that has been written by a third party who had no knowledge of Dynamo. And we can do this both with this image processing library, but potentially with other architecturally relevant libraries for stress analysis or environmental analysis, etc. So that's a brief demo of how zero-touch import can be used to use third-party libraries out of the box as nodes in Dynamo. Thanks.